Hi, Phil Sheridan and Bob Ford here. Welcome back to Riffing with the Writers. Talking a little about football this weekend coming up. The conference championship games is really the most fun weekend, I think, in the NFL. The Super Bowl is sort of a long, drawn-out, sometimes a little bit overstated, but the conference championship games are like two usually great matchups. And this year, you kind of wonder if it's just teams competing to be roadkill for the New England Patriots on their quest for 19-0. Can any of the three teams remaining make a run at this team?
That's a really good question. I don't think these are terrific matchups either. I think that both of them are probably going to be one-sided games. The Giants, to me, probably don't belong there. You know, they did what they had to do. They won on the road. You know, they had played a very efficient little quiet game. But to me, I don't think that they match up, particularly in that weather, you know, the cold that's going to be up there in Green Bay. And, you know, particularly with Rivers out, you don't give San Diego a whole lot of shot, or even if he's not operating at 100%. Against New England. So I'm not sure either one of these are great matchups. They're very interesting. The point you bring up is, does any of this matter? Is this just, you know, coronation leading up for the Patriots? I don't know.
That is what it starts to look like after a while with these Patriots. They seem to get every break. I mean, they play and, you know, no one's hurt. Everyone's healthy. They get through every game without any major problems. You know, then the team that they're going to play, San Diego, they lose LaDainian Tomlinson during the game. They lose their quarterback during the game. Philip Rivers. So you got a team that's getting banged up and then has to go play the Patriots in New England. Very, very tough situation. And yeah, it does start to look like right now the AFC is so much better than the NFC. I think that the NFC playoffs are almost just sort of, you know, you got to win that conference championship and then get yourself killed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would be a lot more interested, I think, in these championship games if it was Dallas and Green Bay and if it were Indianapolis and New England. Of course, it didn't work out that way, and I'm sure television would have preferred having, you know, those marquee matchups as well, because these are games where people could be clicking away from them pretty early on.
What we may ultimately be leading up to here is Brett Favre playing at 38 in a Super Bowl against Tom Brady and the Patriots, and that could actually be kind of cool, but still, the Patriots just don't seem like a team anyone's going to be able to beat.
So what's going to happen this weekend? If I had to make a prediction, and this is for amusement purposes only, I would say probably that the Giants are not going to cover their spread, but I think that the spread in New England is a little bit too high, and I like San Diego's chances against that. I don't think either of the road teams, either of the underdogs have us a chance to win, but I do think that, you know, perhaps San Diego can hang a little closer. I think the Giants game is going to be a blowout.
I disagree. I mean, actually, I think the Patriots are going to cruise in this game, and I think the Giants have a real shot in Green Bay. For one sort of odd reason is that Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator of the Giants, former Eagles assistant, he did so well against the Eagles offense because he knows it so well. Well, the Packers run a similar offense with Brett Favre at the controls, and I think the Giants defense right now is going to give them a chance in that game. And I'm going to pick the Giants.
Okay, but please remember that neither one of us is ever right about these things, so it's probably going to be a Giants-San Diego Super Bowl, and won't that be exciting?